You think I look like the Joker?
I think we're live now.
Live
from Kentucky and California. This is Candidly Speaking with Chelle Kelle. I'm Kelle.
I'm Chelle.
And my hair takes up the whole screen.
It does. It looks great. And I'm saying, I got this new lipstick, and I feel like I look like the Joker on here.
No.
So that's what I was saying right when it went live. We didn't have our music.
No, that's it.
Isn't that? I think it's both times. I think it's really both times. But that's okay.
We'll have to discuss this with our producer, who in fact is one of our sponsors, Blue Sky Video Productions. Blue Sky Video Productions is who you need. Bruce Himmelblau. He is our producer. He is a YouTube strategist. He is amazing. He does all of this work for us so we can just sit and chat and have nice conversations with our guests and our audience.
And that was a lovely segue. Very well done, Kellen.
Thank you.
And we have another sponsor.
Cards That Wow, but it's not cards, or it is cards, but it's also branded framing.
Oh, that's nice. I've never seen
that special coach that you have. So I can make a frame with your company's logo, your top clients' logos, and you can give them as gifts. So it's more than cards now. So I'm excited about that.
All kinds of stuff. Just spreading the wow.
I don't have any beauty things to talk about this week because I've not been partaking in beauty.
Okay.
I've been so busy.
We will talk about you've been busy. We'll talk about that in a minute because Kellen is moving across the country. So more on that in a second. But we're so glad you're here.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. Let us know, comment, let us know where you're watching from. If you're watching the replay, #replay. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you would like, and please like our Facebook page. So I think you look beautiful, Kellen. I think you look beautiful. She has a personal stylist, y'all. Okay, when she gets on screen, we see Emily's hands going crazy, putting on her lipstick, fixing her hair. I'm just kind of sitting here, which is why I look like I look, I guess.
You're beautiful.
Okay. You know what? It's been a long day.
I bet. Yeah, it has. It has.
A long day, but that's okay because it was a good day. I mean, it was busy, but busy. So, yeah.
Okay. Talk about fabulous. Our guest
is fabulous. If you have watched the show, particularly lately, you may be familiar with her. And if you are, you love her. And if you're not, you're about to love her. So let's just go ahead and bring her on. Cynthia Manion, come on in. Hey, Cynthia.
Hello. From Annapolis, Maryland. Thank you so much for having me. I love it. I was used to be afraid to go live, and now I was like, oh, I can't wait to do the show again and tell them what happened. It was so awesome, and you guys look beautiful.
As do you.
Thank you. A trio of lovelies here for your viewing pleasure.
The trifecta of beauty.
There you go. I mean, what more could you want?
We should do a hair ad.
Girls from the 80s. I love the girls from the 80s. Hey, Coach Phil.
Now, Coach Phil, you guys I need to connect you two because he wants to interview you.
Absolutely.
On his show.
Phil Jokes. He's a great guy. He's in Canada. Is Alberta? Is that where he is?
No, Calgary.
Calgary. I'm sorry, Phil. I know you're in Calgary. I apologize.
He's in Canada.
In Canada. So yeah, 80s girls, big hair all around. So, you got to love it. Did you used to have just huge hair, Cynthia?
Yes. Huge. And then one time I got it cut so short that my parents came to see me in a fashion show and they missed me. They didn't think I was in it.
Oh, my goodness. After my daughter was born, I cut my hair short enough that you could see my neck bone, and which had never been exposed ever, in my life. And it's not that I didn't like it because I kind of did and it looked okay. But I didn't realize how much I think of my identity I had tied up in my hair. And I know that sounds stupid, but I've had, as probably you guys have too, all this hair my whole life. So, I mean, and I realize that I'm too old probably to have all this hair now. but I can't imagine cutting it off. I can
No.
imagine putting it up, as I do most of the time now. It's usually up at work, but I don't know, isn't that funny? The things that we identify ourselves with.
Well, I know that sometimes you see people that are older and have long hair and it doesn't look right, but I think we wear it well.
As long as you keep it healthy and clean and style and trim, I think you can wear it forever.
I just got my roots covered, but they're coming back right here.
I could get mine done every week, I think, and I could use it every week.
I remember when I got mine cut really, really short, and my girlfriend said to me, "Oh, you used to be special. Now you look like Sally's secretary." And I was like, "Well, what's wrong with Sally's secretary? That's kind of cool. Maybe I want to be her for a while."
Yeah.
But I never cut it that short again.
So I tagged Victoria in all our posts, hoping that she might stop by because we talk about her so much. Because that's basically why we're here, to talk about someone who took a huge risk forward.
And I was inspired by Victoria Labalme. If I hadn't read this book and you hadn't invited me to be on your show, it was just everything coming in alignment. And God blessed me with some sort of oomph. Do you know I didn't even tell my family?
Oh, you didn't?
Seriously? Okay. So those of you who did not watch the show a couple weeks ago, Cynthia, bring everybody up to date.
Yes.
What are we talking about?
What was the big surprise you revealed on our show?
Well, I entered a bodybuilding athletic contest, and I am in my 60s. And the girls that I was with
gasp about that, because that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
From their 20s, 30s, 40s. And I had the best time. They were so lovely. They were so wonderful. And I couldn't keep my eyes in my head with these beautiful bodies. And you're just like, ah. And I was amazed that my body played and got in shape. And my husband cooked me the meals, and I did everything that Frank Meekins told me by the book. And I took posing classes from his wife, Erin Meekins, and I was in the gym, but not as much as you would think. I think in my teens, in my 20s, when I was trying to do something, because I can gain weight easily. When my mom died, I put on, 150 pounds. When I got pregnant, I put on 150 pounds. So I've been like a yo-yo kind of person my whole life. It kind of depends, the world's falling apart. Potato chips, sour cream, alcohol. Okay, now I'm going to be in my good place. And then you just have a goal. Once you have a goal, every time I have a goal, I can hit the goal. But I haven't had a goal like this in a long time. In fact, only one other time I can actually think of it. And that was when I was Mrs. New York. To enter that contest, I had to lose all that baby weight. And then I had shattered my legs, so I wasn't walking. So that was a big goal for that one.
That's a challenge.
This one was coming out of COVID. I had kind of worked on it, I worked on it hard for the whole last year and lost 60 pounds. Gradually, but gently. But then when I got down into my 140s, I was like, yes, I've done it. I'm here. And then I met Jennifer Moran. You know her from The World?
She was a guest.
She was in the writer's workshop. We went to Jeffrey Gitomore's and we did a writer's workshop. And she was like talking and I'm like, who is this woman? I want to know more about her. And I went to her Facebook page and, stalked her a little bit and was like, and she had her bikini outfit on and she looked like $1 million. And I went, I want to do that. And I called her up and I said, how do you do that? And she, gave me a few words of wisdom. And I was off to the races. That was November, December 2020. And the idea was percolating. And we did a little research. And then my food got really clean and my workouts got really clean. And I found this coach, Frank Meekins, who has, because of COVID, a gym in his garage. And his lovely wife, they just had twins. They're so cute. They're so adorable. They do some Pottery Barn ads. You'll probably see them.
Oh,
Anyway, so I started going there once a week. At the time, I thought it was kind of a far drive, and then I couldn't wait to get there. And would get a program and follow the food program, follow the workout program. And then once a week, we had a virtual meeting where my husband would take my measurements and I weigh myself and tell him where we are. We go, okay, well, you need a little more oatmeal, a little less oatmeal, because it's a real meal. It's real food. You're interested in learning more about those details, DM me or whatever, and we'll talk about it. But the most exciting thing for me personally was I got 3rd place.
I know.
And I got hardware.
That is amazing.
And I am thrilled to pieces. And it was also my birthday and Mother's Day weekend, and it was just perfect. So it goes with that whole manifesting an idea and having a goal and being clear. Of course, I did one first, but I might have to do it again.
Yeah, but look who your competition was, right?
It was amazing. And it's
like, did you girls kind of bond and like, was it catfighty or was it encourage each other?
The whole organization is amazing. That's Frank Minkins. You can see his logo in the back. It's COB. It's all natural. They are so serious. I had to get polygraphed. They run a clean ship. Everyone was so lovely.
Okay, everyone. You have to get polygraphed that you're not cheating on your diet? Is that what you mean? Look at that, girl.
Oh my God.
These girls, look at these girls. All of these girls, they're all natural. No drugs. It's like drug testing. And wow. If you win too, you do a urine test. They make sure that you are above board in everything.
Wow.
That's amazing.
So now, when did you start training very, very seriously for this? When did you say, okay, I'm all in, I'm gonna do this? Because and I'm asking, well, because I want to know, but I'm also thinking these other women, I am assuming that this has been an ongoing process for them, correct? They didn't just decide, hey, I'm gonna enter this.
I'm reading a book. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a Cynthia Manion thing to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? Sometimes you just risk forward, as Victoria Laban would say, and go for it, and magic happens.
But so we're talking a couple, like since November?
Actually, it might have even been December.
Wow. Girl.
Yeah.
I am so proud of you. I mean, just to do it, Cynthia, that is amazing that you got 3rd place. But I would be celebrating just because you got up, you got up there. That is amazing. And what was the average age of the competitors? Do you know?
I think it was young 30s was the most where the girls were. There was a lot of 20s. I think you had to be 18 to enter, so there was a few there. Their older category was 40 and above. So that meant the girl next to me was possibly 20 something years younger than me.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Wow.
That's so awesome.
So the old girls up there, you know what? We're just getting better. We're just getting our stride. We're finding our magic, and we can do it in different ways. You get the right people behind you. You get a spark. I got a spark from being on Candidly Speaking with Chelle and Kelle. They are amazing women. I started following them and loving their story, and they gave me the inspiration to do it and then come back and tell you about it. So I'm so honored that they did that because I'm enjoying to go live, and I was afeared.
Oh, see, we just could not be more proud of you. Cynthia,
I know.
This is amazing. This is absolutely.
When I saw the pictures that you shared, before our show, I almost cried. I was so happy for you because I'm like,
unbelievable.
She said she was going to do it, and she did it.
That's right.
So awesome.
Right.
I'm saying awesome too much tonight.
Well, because
my husband couldn't believe it. My husband could not believe it.
It is awesome. I'll bet he about died. And
where are you going to put the trophy?
Right now it's in the living room. I'm not sure where, actually.
It needs to be somewhere really prominent.
Yeah, it's a beautiful trophy.
It's a beautiful.
Actually, I couldn't see it at first.
So first class. I mean, they had a goodie bag that was full of vitamins and healthy bars, and a T-shirt, and a towel, and a vessel for mixing milkshakes on the go, and a couple magazines and some stickers. And they had like just everyone was so helpful and sweet, and everything was organized, and they had badges for you, and there was a sign-in line, and you just went right down. It was just well run. There was vendors that are selling. They did men first and then women, and they cleaned the auditorium out in between. You had to wear your mask, but then you were allowed to take them off while you were on stage and then put them back on. And I mean, they just were first class all the way, and they were so nice. And a very nice touch that they did? All the mothers, they called out all the mothers, and they gave all the mothers long one-stem pink and white roses wrapped up. One by one, they called out the name. And you just go, oh, my mother would have loved that.
Yeah.
In fact, she'd probably be crying watching this right now. Just be like, oh.
Well, so is this something that you're going to continue to pursue, or was that a one and done, or what do you think?
Well, actually, now I have all the stuff, right? So I'm thinking it's a third, and I just would really like to get a first. But I got all the emails of the judges, so I'm going to reach out to all of them. I talked to two there after the show, and they told me what my strengths were and what my weaknesses were.
Good, so you're able to get that.
My strengths were presentation and pose and smiling and things that you naturally do, or I've learned to do as being a salesperson my whole life, and representing the family and the Air Force and all that sort of thing. And then the glutes, you can't build glutes from December to May. So I got to get me some glutes.
Wow.
I can give you some of mine.
For my birthday.
Yeah, I've got some extra.
I got some extra.
Not the kind you're looking for. But.
And then about six women reached out to me since our last little talk, and since they saw those pictures, and are interested in training with me.
Wow.
I was like, okay, well, we'll do that.
That's wonderful, Cynthia. I mean, this may be a whole new, who knows? You could have this as a side hustle if you wanted, training other people. I don't know.
It's just another facet of your coaching.
Yeah,
exactly. Absolutely. I think that's better, because then you can give the whole package to a woman. So she can have
because then you're working with their business, with their health, with their mind. Yeah. Oh,
yeah, that's perfect. Confidence.
Thanks, Charles.
But really,
confidence, makeup, toys,
going for it.
Going live on your show.
Go for the gold with the glutes.
Yes, Charles, we could hear you howling. Absolutely.
Yes, would you?
Did any of our winners join in?
Oh wait, not yet. Let me look. Your mama's here. I thought your mama's here.
She's such a good girl.
I love your mama.
She doesn't always meet her. She's always there. She's a good girl.
No, I don't see her.
My mom died in 1979 of leukemia. She was at Arlington National Cemetery, and she left me with 3 children to raise. The youngest had just turned 3 the year she died.
Wow.
And she's a superstar now with 3 superstar children of her own.
I'm sure she is. I have no doubt about that. But
I'm looking up her winner right now.
All the things that you have accomplished, and certainly not obstacle free. I know that I can't imagine what raising 3 kids is. I've done 2, but especially at such a tender age. You were what, 20?
I was 21, just turned. I actually asked my mom not to die in my birthday month. So she waited till June. It was horrible, but we didn't really know she was going to die.
Yeah.
And then my stepmother, she died, and she did the same thing. She died in April, so she wouldn't die in May too. And her son's birthday was in May, so I took care of her for 16 years with breast cancer.
Oh wow!
They're all at the National Cemetery together. My dad and my 2 moms, and it's one-stop visiting now.
Wow!
But it's so wonderful to think of them on Mother's Day, and then to win this contest on Mother's Day. Just kind of go, wow, guys, thank you. I know you helped me out here.
You're very welcome.
Babe, you think of the attributes that you have from your mom, and even influences from your stepmother, as well, and all of those things in your dad, all given you tools to get you where you are now. And what a phenomenal job they did. Even though your mother only had you for 21 years, she certainly seemed to pour everything into you, and I know that she would be so proud of you. Absolutely.
Okay, I'm still looking.
Thank you.
I'm going slow.
Thank you.
What you looking for? Is that my head?
Well, I was looking for our winner,
Oh, okay.
and I'm kind of.
Oh, look, we have a comment from Jeannie Scott Jesse.
Yay!
Oh,
Aw.
that's my
And
mama.
then my son is very, very doing very, very well. And someone asked him what I taught him or what he did to be so successful. And he goes, I looked at my mom very, very carefully, and whatever she did, I did the opposite.
Oh my goodness.
And he's doing phenomenal.
I'm sure that's not completely true. But what does he think about you winning this contest?
Well, that was kind of funny because he actually called me, and I was in the hotel, and I was in my little outfit, and I was practicing my 3 moves that I knew in the mirror, making sure that everything was appropriately tucked in. And he called. He's like, "What are you doing?" And my husband goes, "She's doing something illegal." And I go, I would never do anything illegal. And then they start having this battering, and I'm like, I'm not telling him. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, so he didn't know you were in it. That's okay.
I didn't tell anybody because I didn't want to hear about it. But then he was like, "Why didn't you tell me? That's fabulous."
Well, yeah, he has to be. And how old is your son?
29.
29. Okay.
I
So
put
he's
in the
like
chat.
the guy who's got the hot mom. All of his friends are,
I didn't want to embarrass him. Yes, but it's so fun because it shows what
winner in the chat.
Our winners in the chat.
Oh, okay.
See if it's the right one.
Wow. Your boss. It's your show. You're the boss.
No, this is
for you.
This is your thing, Cynthia. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I know for sure that we are giving one to Miss Kellen Ann because she hasn't read the book yet, and I have her address, so I will send that one. And the next, and Michelle bought hers.
Read it twice.
And then
I will read it a 3rd time at least.
There was a woman who wrote me a nice little story. So I will, after the show, I will find her and tell her to send me an address, and I'll send her. And then we have got one more winner here. And I know that one of them already has the book.
Yeah.
So
go to the next one then.
So
wait.
Drum roll. Why don't you pick it out, Kellyanne?
Well, go. I was thinking Bryn Tillman right there because she was like the first one.
And Bryn Tillman, if you are on, what are you risking forward?
She's an awesome lady too.
What has she not risked forward, man?
I know.
Bryn Tillman is amazing.
She is amazing.
And she was one of the very first guests on our show.
Yeah. Jen Gittimer was first.
Jen Gittimer was first. And Bryn was probably, 4th, 5th, somewhere in there. And if you do not know who Bryn Tillman is, you better find out. If you are in business, Bryn Tillman is the key to your success. She is a walking link. She knows more about LinkedIn than LinkedIn. She really is.
Want to make your LinkedIn pop? Go do a session with Bryn.
I am.
LinkedIn, I don't think I had touched it in 20 years. And now it's getting pretty vibrant, especially with you two lovely ladies.
I want to buy one more book from you and have you send it to Phil.
Oh, I'll be happy to.
Phil would love.
He risked. I talked to him today. I said, "You just risked forward," and he said, "Yes, I did." So
wonderful. And
I risked forward this week. Well, actually 2 weeks ago.
Yes, driving to Georgia and buying a house sight unseen. That's amazing. The things we do for our mothers. Oh, please tell the story.
No, well, actually, I made the offer. I made the offer 2 weeks ago, sight unseen. I had a really great realtor. Her name's Christy. I don't know what her last name is, but she looked through houses for me, and she said I chose it as if I were going to live in it. And I said that's perfect. And she said no, not this one, not this one. And then I said go look at this one for me, and she said this is it. I go no way. She said yeah. And so she scheduled all the home inspection, the termite. She took care of everything. I mean, we got this pulled together in 4 days. So
see what you can do. Woman power.
I went out Monday to actually look at it because it would be kind of silly to buy it and not actually.
But did you already have the offer on it?
It's closing escrow next week. But so, I just wanted to have peace of mind and go look at it real quick. But when I got there, it exceeded my expectations. It's the most amazing, tranquil. I joke around and I told my mom, I go, I'm not going to have to take Xanax there.
Talk about the swing. I love the swing.
Oh, my yard is a little under 2 acres. And there is there's a hammock, which I love hammocks. So there's they're giant trees. They're beautiful giant trees. And so there's the hammock, but then there's this little tiny deck that's about maybe a foot off the ground. And then it's got the trees over, and then hanging is a swing for 2.
Oh,
and it's just precious. It's so romantic too.
I know. Now I get to have a romance.
We're gonna get you a romance. Yeah, hey, Georgia,
I've got every other part of my life doing pretty good.
You need yourself a Southern gentleman. That's what you need.
Perfect. That'd be perfect.
Oh yeah, Charles. The difference is huge.
It looks a lot like the Taj Mahal, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's very similar to that. Here, I'll send Bruce a picture of my swing. Yeah. And then he can
you
share
like the town too. I know that you had.
Oh, the town is amazing. There's
kind of around town and some of the little places, and
there's 2,000 people. It's it's perfect. I went to. I think I put a picture on Facebook of a really. It's actually a very, very nice restaurant, and it surprised me for how small the town was. But I put a link in it that you're saying that my new favorite. Spot or whatever. And then the owners actually liked the comment. I mean, that's how small the town is.
Wow. That is so fun. It's a book. How I Bought a House in Under 4 Days.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm going to be able to write a lot more there. So I'm excited about that because I've got a couple books in my mind. Okay, Bruce, I'm sending you the picture of the swing.
Talking about books, last night we were clearing the dishes off the table after dinner, and my daughter Sophia, my son Parker were helping me, or I was actually helping them. They were doing it, and Sophia looked at me and she said, "Mom, when are you going to write a book?"
Huh?
I said, "I don't have a plan to write a book, honey. What am I going to?"
You could write a book.
And she said, "You need to write a book just about you." Because who wouldn't want to read that, right?
Oh, I would.
I said, "Well, hon, I'm not real sure what I would write about." And Parker said, "I've wondered that before myself. Why don't you?" He said, "You've got things in you. You need to write them down." So
here we go.
Here we go.
Challenge. All 3 of us are going to write a book.
That's right. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
And we're all going to Kellen Ann's new place to do it.
To write it. That's right.
I'll do a book retreat.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And those 2 trees where the hammock is.
Don't you?
Huh?
You have like 14 bedrooms or something. It's huge.
Oh no, there's 4 bedrooms.
Well, that's
okay. One for your mom, one for you, one for your daughter, one's the guest room or the office or the studio.
Well, they have the dining room set up as a office, but I'm not sure. I might want to entertain. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't entertained in a while.
You never know. It'll be neat though. Get in and get dug in. And you've been in California for how long?
Almost 40 years.
Wow. So I mean, I know that you're not a native Californian, but 40 years. It's a long
You know, I
time.
love it here. I love it here, but it's just so hard to survive. It's so hard to do business. The taxes are crazy. I'm not going to make this a political show, but I can live if I make the same amount of money, I'm going to live like a queen.
Well,
for me, I'll be able to save a lot. I'll be able to save more.
We talked.
You deserve to live like a queen.
Well, you do. But talking about things when you were kind of looking at Kentucky a little bit, and the numbers that you were throwing out, I'm thinking you could live in the Taj Mahal in Louisville for I don't know. I just don't. I can't wrap my brain around the prices that you pay for things. It's just.
I can't. I can't believe that. I mean, I know I wanted to live across the street from Chelle, but she doesn't. There's nothing available.
There's nothing. No, not right now. It's funny.
I am going to go visit her for extended weeks.
There you go. There you go.
I'll try to stay with your mom, though.
You've got the place to go. You've got the beautiful. I don't have a beautiful swing like that. I don't have 2 acres. I live in a subdivision. I've got, I think, a half-acre lot or something, which, anymore, that's a fairly good size. I don't live where I live. My house was built, I think, in 1971, and I love it. I adore my house. But, I've got a neighbor right there. Now it's my dear friend Tracy, but we're not so close that, I can, smell what she's cooking for dinner. Because
right.
Lots of the new developments are like that. I mean, you can, reach out the window and scratch your neighbor's back practically. Mm-hmm. So I would not do well.
I looked at some houses like that, but they were actually more expensive. And this one, just the acreage, it's just perfect amount. It's manageable. I'm buying a riding lawnmower. I'm going to do lives on the lawnmower.
That's fabulous.
I think doing things like that. I mean, I'm actually looking, I'm sitting in front of this window. This is my bedroom. This is a window I'm in front of, and I'm looking down a level and I see the riding lawnmower. Okay. I'm not about to get out there and hop on it. Okay. So let me preface by saying that, but sometimes doing things like that, it's peaceful and you're just kind of left alone with your thoughts. You can, put in your earpods if you want to, or just kind of, think or pray or do whatever it is that you like to do. And sometimes it's good to do things like that and just figure some things out. Also, I like tasks like that where it's immediate gratification. Immediately you can see the fruits of your efforts. Just look behind you or look, to the right. It's sometimes I think we don't get enough of that. Particularly in sales. You can close something that you've been working on. Maybe your sales cycle has been 2 years. So it's nice to get immediate gratification.
Now, don't laugh, but I'm learning how to crisscross mow like at the baseball fields, like Wrigley Field, so that my backyard looks like.
You're learning that already? Wow.
Yeah, I'm watching videos.
That's awesome.
My life is going to be so different there.
Oh, I can tell you're going to just thrive in it.
What's the name of the place? What's the name of the town?
Houston. Houston.
Spell it.
I was calling it Hoshton, and they said, don't say that in front of the locals. It's
okay. Okay, spell it.
Houston. Yeah. But it's
how do you pronounce it?
Huh?
How do you pronounce it?
Houston.
Like a WH? Who?
Yeah. No, it's still a Houston. My realtor gave me a lesson.
Well, it's like, and I'm sitting here like I've never heard anything like that in my life, and yet I live in Louisville.
Not Houston.
Nobody can say it except people who are from Louisville. So,
how far away are you two from each other?
Right now?
Well, no, but in your new house.
How far are you from Atlanta?
Here, I'm about 60 miles from Atlanta.
60 miles. Okay, we're about a 6-hour drive. A pretty hard drive, but we're about 6 hours from Atlanta.
That's halfway to LA. So that's nothing. I'm going to surprise you and come to lunch one day.
I would one day I was sitting in my office minding my own business, and I look up and it's Brian Monahan. Yes. Cynthia, do you know Brian?
I heard the name around. So
Yeah, he's a doll. I was actually speaking with him on the phone, and then it started, how you're speaking with someone and they're right there. It started sounding really strange. And I look up and he's standing right there. So I would love that. I would love that.
And
that is so fun.
Jeannie, if you're still watching, I don't want to stay at Chelle's house. I'd like to come stay with you and hang out at your pool. So if that's okay, let me know.
My mom and dad said that's where you want to be. That is where you want to be. All of my friends say, how do you get adopted by the Jessies? My parents are amazing, as I have said many, many times on this show.
Well, I heard she'd make me biscuits and gravy at any time.
You can get out of the pool at midnight and have biscuits and gravy if that's what you want.
That's very appealing.
Heard that story.
My mother is
right
absolutely the hostess with the mostest. Absolutely. Show a picture of my mom, Bruce.
I can't read that. How?
I can't see that. I can't see anything.
It's the route from one to the other.
Yeah.
How many miles is that?
Can I make my screen bigger?
I can't read it.
Here, let me see if I can do it.
6 hours, 57 minutes.
Do I have to go through Nashville?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I might not make it to your house.
No, I saw you said Louisville. Phil, it is Louisville.
It's Louisville.
No, honey, it's not that either.
It's Louisville.
No, Ville. Vol. You got to swallow it. Louisville.
Louisville. Houston.
I'm going to Georgia. I'm going to Kentucky, right?
Hey, this is you.
Come visit my girls.
I have a pool, though. I have a pool, too. It's a saltwater pool. Does anybody know what the benefit of that is? Because I don't know. I've never heard of it.
I know people.
I think it's better for your skin and your hair.
Oh, probably.
Instead of having the chlorine rob all your color and dry your skin out.
I just figured I could dive in it, practice my diving.
Are you going to be able to have a horse?
I'm going to the county planning commission meeting via, I think, Zoom, and going to, ask for a variance.
Okay.
Then life would be so
wonderful. Yeah.
Then I just subscribed to the newspaper. It comes out once a week.
I love it. And again, talk about a ginormous. Okay. Risk forward. Let me buy a house without seeing it because I don't want to be here anymore. I want to do it again. And Cynthia, I don't know if you're aware of this, but a recurring theme on the show is stop talking about all of the things you wish you would do or you wish somebody would do. And this would be a great idea. And just do it.
Take action.
Like Kellen has done, like you have done. And I'm preaching about it and I'm not doing it.
Are you kidding? Professionally, you are you started like franchises that you're figuring it out as you go.
Well,
that's a pretty big risk.
I was happy with the new division is my baby. We have a new division of the company.
Yeah.
I launched 4 weeks ago, I guess. So that was, but I would like to start doing that personally a little bit more.
Okay, just hang out with me some more.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about getting my hair that silver color, though. What do y'all think? Kind of like it is up here, but that's all natural.
I think you should go see the Northern Lights with me. Girls trip.
It's a pretty big. Most people girls trips are like Gatlinburg.
No, I'm talking about going to Iceland.
Yeah, usually.
That's where my son's getting married in 2022. He just got engaged.
Have you been there?
Not yet.
I have not been there, but realistically, I probably know 50 people who have and just think it's amazing. There's no place else like it. I want to go. They've got those ice hotels, but I don't know if I don't know that you actually sleep.
No, they do. You do.
Sleeping quarters are in ice. I mean, how do you not freeze absolutely to death? I don't understand that.
I don't know how they do it, but they actually look pretty nice.
I think that would just be so cool.
And Cynthia, don't forget to go see the Puffins.
Right. A girlfriend of mine brought me back a Puffin t-shirt, so I don't have to buy the t-shirt when I'm there.
Oh, that's
I have the t-shirt already.
No, I love Puffins. Bruce, can you find a picture of a Puffin? They're in Alaska too, but I heard that the place to see the Northern Lights is Iceland. So I'm just that's gonna be my not next trip, but the next trip after that.
Where's the next trip?
Yeah. Where's the next trip?
I think we're gonna do a cruise through Europe.
Oh, how nice.
Nice. And then you have to put
Graduation
on my
gift family.
beloved Seychelles Islands. You have to add that to your list.
Okay. There they are.
Seychelles Islands. Oh, there's the puffins.
If I were going to be a bird, I would be a puffin.
You would make a great puffin.
I would not make a very good bird, but I think those are adorable.
Aren't they cute?
I like the picture with the green background. That's my favorite puffin.
Yeah.
I like the flying ones. I like to fly.
I like the one with fish in its mouth because I like to eat. Oh my God.
I like to eat also.
So what else you want to talk about risking forward, Cynthia? What's your next risk forward?
Well, I think I'm inspired by your new home and the fact that Michelle's daughter told her that she needed to write a book. And I think the three of us should make a pact to get our books written.
Yes.
And hold each other accountable for doing it and get it done by this time next year at the latest.
I've already written one, but I decided nobody would buy it. So I'm started over.
Okay. What do you think is our goal? What should be our end date? Sooner?
I want to have mine done before the end of the year.
Okay. End of the year?
I have not yet committed to this. And listen at me. Again, I don't know. I had never given it, I had not given it the first minute's thought. It had never, I'm in Team 17. Kellen's in Team 17. There's a new pop-up. There's a new thing. Write that book coming out. It never occurred to me. Oh, that's great for the people who want to write books, but that certainly was not.
Is there another pop-up coming out?
Yeah, there is.
You know what? That's how I got started. I didn't even know I could write a book.
I don't know what I would write a book.
I know, but just do it. It doesn't cost anything. And anybody listening, if you're on the fence about writing a book, his pop-up is amazing. I think it's 6 days in a row. And
it's Michael Heppel, are you familiar with him? He's
you mentioned him, but I actually don't know him, and I haven't.
Michael
engaged,
Heppel.
so you told me that last time, and I made a note, but
yeah.
I have the 17, but it's in it's on audio.
Yeah, I got the audio 17. I didn't get a.
Oh, I read that one too. That one's on my audio too.
Christy told I've kind of got a crush on him.
Since COVID, I've read more books than I think I read in the last 10 years.
The reason I got these sitting here, they're filled up the things I need to read.
Isn't that wonderful? So what book should I get of his first?
The Edge is good.
The Edge?
17 is really good.
17. He only printed what, 1,000 or 100?
Yeah, you have to order that on Audible.
Yeah, you can get 17
on Audible. Okay.
Audible, yeah. But I love how to.
Hey, audience, what books are you reading right now?
Yeah, this is good.
This is a really good one.
Fantastic about what you're risking forward. You could still win a book this evening.
And look at this. This is. Do you know David Rogers?
Oh, you got that one. Mine's on its way.
David Rogers is in Team 17, and I'm sure he was in that book for Michael.
Yes,
Michael actually wrote the foreword to this book. Cynthia, you would love this. This is all about body, health, nutrition. Everything works together. If you're going to be a successful human, you have to have the entire package working together. It's synergy between body, mind, spirit. So this is going to be David Rogers is a really, really cool guy. I've not read this yet. I just got it today.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I ordered mine. And then another one that I just ordered. I'm looking for, is it Richard Thomas? Yes, Richard Thomas. He just wrote a book called The End of the Line. And it's this amazing book about I think it's the trains, the systems in England. And it's a picture book, but it's got this wonderful history and the pictures are beautiful. It's like, I can't wait for it to show up.
And we just had one pop up. What was it? Cyber?
Oh, Cybernet.
I saw Psycho. Did it say Psycho something?
No, Cyber. I think I read
Cybernet. From Phil. Hey, Phil.
Oh, Beyond Positive
Thinking. Okay, we obviously benefit from that one too. Thanks for sharing.
Tune into my Ignite show because we do lots of my friends who are authors or new authors.
Oh, and Selling by Serving.
I was just looking for my Selling by Serving.
Friends, we
Things are great.
We adore.
Yeah.
Clancy Clark.
Who wrote Selling by Serving?
Clancy Clark. He's been on the show before. He's
Is
amazing.
he the goat guy?
Wait,
yes.
I got other ones.
Yes.
Hold on, we're back.
He is. He is. He's wonderful. He was supposed to be on our Mother's Day show. And I kept thinking, where's Clancy? Where's Clancy? Well, you know why? Because Michelle sent him the link, but I didn't hit send. So that's why Clancy didn't join us, because of me.
So if you like crime and gangsters, Bringing Down Coletta, really good. He was on my show.
You know him, do you?
Not him. I know the guy that wrote the book.
Okay.
And
then, of course, there's our standard Go Live with Jeffrey.
Oh, yes, I got that one. I got my autographed copy of both of those.
Yep.
This one, he's going to be on my show later. We had problems with the time changes and the changing of my time, but Dan Warburton, Dream It, Choose It, Live It. This one's really good.
Yeah, somebody was talking about that the other. Was it you? It may have been you, Kellen. Somebody was talking about that. Was it Alan Burris? Somebody was talking about that. And
then my buddy Ori, he's an ex-mobster.
She's come out with the mob now.
I know. Well, it gets lots of views.
I'm sure
people are interested. Ori is a love, though. I mean, he was in federal prison, and he's out now, and he's changing lives of young men, so that they don't choose this life of crime. And
good for him.
Yeah, no, I just love him.
And people, and they will listen to him because
they will.
Because he's probably brilliant to be able to figure that out. We're going to harness all of that knowledge.
But he said it's not glamorous. It's not like Casino. You're hustling day in and day out. And yeah, he said that the movie, I think Casino, he didn't like that because it glamorized it so much that, that it's not that way.
Well, nothing.
Saucy.
Oh,
She's
mother and daughter. Oh, makes my heart sing.
Look at her hair.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at this Clairol ad right here, or L'Oreal.
I'm so glad you're feeling better.
Oh well, thank you. I feel
and you too, Kellen.
Yeah.
We've all been puny. It's been bad. All right, I love you too. Mwah. Bye.
Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, thank you. Funny.
So adorable.
She is a treasure. And I will tell you a book that I have been trying to finish for a couple of, I should say months, but it's really years. And it's my fault for not committing and going through this. But when I do a book, if there's an exercise, or if it wants you to go like Victoria and Risk Forward, if there's something online, I like to stop and go and actually do it, the way they recommend you do things. Tinker Toys.
Oh, Tinker Toys.
I had that one. I had so much trouble getting it.
We're all.
I listened to it on video. I mean, on Audible.
But I can't.
It's hard to read twice. On Audible, it was better, but I think it'd be better to do Audible with the book and the cards.
Okay, yeah, and I don't have the cards. I can't. It's very visual. So can you? Have you listened to it on Audible?
Yeah, I listened to it. Yes, it would be much better to have the book and the cards and a piece of paper. But still, I really got some creative ideas in selling that. I started looking at things differently.
What I read was absolute gold. It really was. And the concepts, and you think, why didn't I think of that? This is really logical, but you don't. It's wonderful, but I have yet to read the book. I have given that book to probably, 20 people over the course of my sales life, because it's just a great, as to a prospective client or to a current client, because it's just such a great book. But yeah, still haven't.
And also you don't have to read your books in order. You can pop around.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I love about it.
I just learned that.
Yeah, Victoria said she doesn't read them in order.
Yes, that's what she says. She says, read what you need to read.
Yeah, I love that. And it's okay to not finish a book.
Right.
There's a book that it was painful. And then I don't remember where I heard it. Maybe it was you talking about Victoria. But that was the game changer. Because I'm like, now I just kind of go through. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can get through a lot more.
And your time is so valuable. If you're not like loving it and absorbing it, you shouldn't waste your time on it.
Well,
you need to use that valuable time for the nuggets that you get.
Right.
So send me your list of the other Bren Tillmans and Phil.
Okay.
And I have yours. And then the Lorna girl who wrote the story, I'll find her and send her hers. And I got 5 winners. We got 5 winners. So I will get those books out this weekend. So just make sure I have all, and I'll put them in aqua and silver envelopes. So you'll see it when it comes.
Oh, how nice. That is
Thank you so much.
Generous and so very gracious of you, Cynthia. We're not surprised.
So much inspiration from ladies in the universe. I mean, Victoria spoke to my soul. You spoke to my going live. And now I have 2 new friends, and I can't wait to go see this beautiful little spot in Georgia. I'm already thinking what mastermind I'm at that I could switch over and invite myself.
You have to invite yourself. Open invitation.
But it's funny.
You can bring your doggy too.
Well, that's good because the dog travels with me. That's why I drive. Excuse me. Yeah. But he's a handful. You saw him.
Yeah.
Adorable.
Good luck with him.
It's funny because the show, although we have covered lots of things, and we, have the theme of risking forward, but this kind of has been just like sitting around, the table. Yeah. So
we forgot to talk about makeup. We already did that with the last show. So.
But I do want to talk about my new lipstick because I love my new lipstick.
I do too.
Tell us about it.
It always looks orange. Does it look orange
now?
No.
It looks red.
If you're on Facebook, and I know both of you are, and anybody watching,
I'm looking now.
If you're a female, I don't think there's any way that you have not seen an ad for that Basame Cosmetics. Have you seen that? They're like vintage. Okay. The lipstick shades are from the 40s or 50s.
Oh, nice.
And this was like the #1 exact formulation, except I think she puts moisturizers and conditioners in. But the same color from, I think, 1941. And I am in love with it. And I love I wish I had it right here by me. The lipstick tube is from, looks like the 40s. It's so cute. Hey, can you find Basame, Besame, which I think.
Okay, I just want to show you. See how it? I don't know if you can tell, but it looks red.
Does it? Okay.
It looks very Marilyn Monroe-ish, is what I think.
Yeah, I love it.
That's what I like. Hey, Matt, Bruce, do you mind finding Basame Cosmetics? And they do like cake mascara, and they have like, you can get the Marilyn Monroe collection, and it's like all of her colors that she wore and all of this stuff. And the packaging is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely. Beautiful.
Packaging, I've learned in my little time in business, experience is everything.
You know something? It is, and I will tell you, this is a plug for Canva. You all familiar with Canva, the graphics program? Okay. I ordered some things from work through Canva. There you go. That's going to be it. And the pack, it was a wonderful experience opening it. It was beautiful.
Is that it?
I guess this is a promo that I have not seen, but it's just so glamorous. And so you all would love it. And I will tell you that I touched this lipstick up 4 hours ago, and I'd had it on since 6:30 this morning. And I have eaten 2.5 meals since then and swigged iced tea all day long. And this is still what you have.
Okay, so this is the one I put on just before the show that seeped into my lips. So I might check that out.
Yeah, I love this stuff.
No, it looks great.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And I mean, it wasn't expensive. I think I mean, I don't know. I guess people gauge things differently. I think the lipstick was $16 or something.
That's not expensive at all.
I didn't think so.
That's reasonable.
And considering that it's been on all day long.
Wow.
All day long. So
I need that.
Yeah.
That's my next. I'll order it and we'll report back next week.
Cherry red.
Cherry red?
I need pink or something.
But you know, they ask you these questions. They ask you go through this little questionnaire, and then they say, these are the shades that we recommend for you. And
I love that.
Yeah.
No thinking involved.
Yeah. But now if you want like a nude lip, yeah, it's not going to be your
See,
company.
mine's kind of a nudie one. I've been wearing it for a few years. Even the makeup artist at the contest said, and I said, well, I brought this one, and she goes, oh, okay, great, we'll use that.
Okay, well, good.
I think it probably look good on you too.
Yeah. I have no color. I take my makeup off, y'all. One of these days.
Oh, you can do one of those.
Press forward, and we will do that on the show. Y'all,
I'll do it with you. It's not much different than this.
I'll do it with you.
Except
we should do it all together at your house and have a makeup artist do before and afters, or like half the face you learn how to do it or something.
That'd be fun.
It's ridiculous. I have no eyebrows. I've told y'all that before.
I have Michelle's eyebrows.
No, the only thing I have that's natural is my cheekbones. That's, you can't tell in this picture, but I got my daddy's cheekbones, and that's good. So
I have no top lip.
You girls are so hard on yourselves. You're gorgeous. Accentuate the positive.
Oh yeah, I love my hair. I love my blue eyes.
Amazing hair.
Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Michelle, what do you love? You love your hair? You love your cheekbones?
I do. I don't. My hair drives me crazy. My hair is completely 100% gray. Has been for 20 years. And but it's not a pretty gray at all. It's just an old lady, icky, tired looking gray. So it will always be blonde. I will always be blonde. You know, I talk every now and then. I talk, oh, I'll get it that silver color. Or sometimes in the fall, I think maybe I could do like an auburn and something like that. I'm not ever going to do that.
You're not even do the silver?
I'm blonde. I don't know. It's crazy to you see these young, beautiful little girls that are 21 years old and they're dyeing their hair gray.
Yeah, and I don't get it, but
I don't get that.
But I have seen some people who it just looks just stunning on, really. So, I've never, the natural look obviously is not something I have ever strived for. So, I mean, I would be perfectly comfortable doing that. It's not because it's such a shocking thing. I have no problem with that. I just don't. We'll see.
And what do you love about yourself, Cynthia?
Everything. God made me perfect. I didn't believe that. But when my mother once gave me a little necklace that said, so perfect are you, so unlike any other. And do you know, I never wore it. And I recently found it. And I just started wearing it.
Nice.
I think I don't know, something happened. And now I'm acting like I'm 21 and probably just reverting to that whole period of my life.
Cynthia. You're a perfect Cynthia.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's what I tell my daughter, you are perfect Sophia. You are the absolute perfect Sophia.
Well, thank you.
So,
yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you again for sharing your risk forward.
That's so fun. Yeah.
And thank you to our winners for playing.
Yeah.
And we want to check in with everybody and make sure that they go. And we're kind of waiting for Michelle to go in on the book and give us a date. We said the end of the year from.
I will. How about I make my decision by the end of the year? How's that work? Okay.
You don't want to come to Girls Writers Weekend over at Kellen's new house?
I'm going to have to pray on that one for a little bit, but we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
We allow time for prayer.
I could possibly write about, besides temporary staffing, because really doesn't everyone want to read about that?
People in temporary staffing or looking for a job or who don't want to work full time would probably love to read your wisdom on that. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure there's a big niche for that.
There
is it niche or niche?
Niche. I think it's niche, right?
Well, I didn't mean to correct you. I'm just saying because I say that word all the time, and I always go niche, because I don't know.
Well, I think it depends on the part of the country you're into. Where you live, you may have a foyer. We have a foyer.
Oh yeah.
Everyone knows it foyer, but that's not what we say here. So.
I don't know if I have a foyer.
In Georgia, oh, honey, you're going to have a foyer.
A foyer? Okay. So we were talking about all y'all with 5 or more people. And then she said, we also say y'alls.
No, we don't say y'alls. I've never heard y'alls. Oh,
I like all y'all better.
Well, it could be y'all. If you're going to say all y'alls, if you're talking about
a group.
No, if you're going to talk about, the word that's coming to mind is problems. Y'all and all y'all's problems. That's what you would say.
Wait, what?
I don't know what to think about y'all and all y'all's problems.
Y'all and all y'all's problems.
I just said that correctly.
Okay.
It doesn't sound pretty.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Okay, let's take a guess of a poll or a what is it called? To see how long it takes me to get an accent. Because I still have my Chicago accent. A little bit of it.
You didn't turn California in 40 years. You're not going to go Georgia.
Okay.
You're not going to go Georgia.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. What about y'all's? I mean, is that...
Y'all's would be the possessive of y'all or all y'all. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a thing.
Okay.
Well, y'all.
It's a thing.
It's been a pleasure.
I had
the best time with you, and I am now ready for my tea.
See, Cynthia, we'll get you there, honey. I just don't know when I've had a better time. See, that's what you really say. I have just enjoyed this so much. I really don't know when I have enjoyed myself more. Y'all are the sweetest things. Yeah, not all y'all, just y'all.
Y'all. Well, thank you, everybody who tuned in, and thank you for those of you who are watching it on the replay. If you like what you saw, please be sure to share it and tell all your friends.
Absolutely. Congratulations again to our winners. And Cynthia, it is always a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you. And yay, congratulations, girl.
Congratulations.
Yay. Okay, don't forget to subscribe and share and to support Cards That Wow and Blue Sky Video
Productions.
There you
Thanks
go.
all. Thanks all y'all.
All y'all. Bye.